This video is sponsored by Keeper. Stick around till the end of this video for more information. Apple just recently announced its 2023 App Store Award winners, and I was just recently at an event where I got to check out all of these apps in person, as well as speak to all of the amazing developers and founders of these apps. Now, I'll leave links to all of the apps and game winners in the description down below so that you can try them out. I'm sure there's some sort of free trial associated with those that have subscription prices, but again, check them out if these are something that interests you because, well, they're apps of the year. So let's start with the iPhone app of the year, which is AllTrails. Now, if you were to look at me and say, that guy doesn't look like he hikes a lot, you would be correct. But I have been wanting to go out and hike a lot more, especially over the spring and summer when the weather is really nice. It's just something else to do and be outside while doing it. But I just didn't really think that there are a lot of great trails up around my area, which is the Cleveland area. And I was actually wrong because if you look it up on AllTrails, you'll find tons of options in the Cleveland surrounding areas. And this doesn't just apply to Cleveland, it's all over the world. So if you're looking for good trails, no matter where you are, AllTrails is an amazing app for just that. AllTrails helps find people of all hiking interest levels, find and rate trails around the entire world. The app UI is beautiful, offers tons of amazing useful features with a lot of in-depth information about each trail. You'll get beautiful imagery, user-guided reviews, advanced weather conditions, trail previews, track your progress on the trail, and so much more. Now, a lot of these apps these days have some sort of subscription model, but the free version of AllTrails is probably going to be more than enough for most of you out there, at least to start. And then if you get into hiking a lot more and you want some of those more advanced features, then you can always try out a free trial. Now, the iPad app of the year went to Pret-a-Makeup, and apologies to some of these developers if I end up just like butchering the names of this app. But this app is actually pretty cool for those who want to do like face charts in order to test out, plan, and register a look. So a lot of makeup artists out there can explore tons of different options. And perhaps the coolest part about these options is that you can also see how the lighting responds to like the screen movement. So you can see how the light might hit your makeup on your face and see the work from all angles and lighting scenarios, which is actually really cool. Tons of different brushes and tools to work with. It works with your finger. You can use any kind of non-digital stylus, or you can use the Apple Pencil. It's a pretty cool app for those who want to experiment with a lot of different makeup looks. Now, the Mac app of the year went to Photomator, which is an app I'm actually kind of familiar with. I've used it in the past, but haven't checked out in quite some time. And there are tons of new features available, and some of them are powered by AI to take your photos to the next level. Those tools include increasing the resolution of photos and removing any image blur that you might have, like you see here on the Moxie sign. You can just remove the blur. I don't know how, but it does. You could turn any SDR photo into an HDR photo, which is wild. And you can do this with any photo. You can grab a stock image off the internet and boost its dynamic range. Might be kind of hard to see here on camera, but definitely mess around with these awesome picture editing tools. There are so many things to choose from, and this app is so powerful. And it also not only works for your Mac, but your iPhone and your iPad as well. Now, the Apple Watch app of the year went to SmartGym, which is the perfect app for those who want their workout plans, fitness metrics, and tracking done all locally on your watch. No need to carry your iPhone around at the gym and take it out during your workout, and it can be a distraction. You're just like in between sets and looking at your phone, and maybe you get a notification, and you're just not focusing on what you need to do. So this can show you what's next, swap out exercises for new ones based on intelligent recommendations, show you what muscles you're currently working on, as well as a detailed look at how the exercise is done. You can see your heart rate zones and just all of those fitness metrics while you're working out, and it's all done locally on your watch, and you don't really need your phone. You can leave it in the locker at the gym or leave it in your pocket. Whatever the case may be, you don't need to take it out. Lastly, the app of the year for Apple TV went to the Mubi app. Now, I didn't get a chance to interact with this one in person, but with Mubi, you can discover great films from iconic directors all the way to emerging artists from all around the world, each carefully chosen by Mubi's curators. Now, this is all content that you might not otherwise discover on some larger streaming platforms. There's a vast collection of great art house films and even some cool looking IMAX documentaries. Now, for games of the year, again, going to do a little rapid fire because I didn't get a chance to mess around with a lot of these either. But for iPhone game of the year, you have Honkai Star Rail. Again, my apologies if I'm not pronouncing these names correctly. For iPad game of the year, you have Lost in Play, which I did get to check out, but I didn't get to play. But I'm a huge fan of the animation style. It's beautiful. It caught my attention immediately. I really like it, and I kind of want to play it. Lies of P was the Mac game of the year, and I actually did get to check this out at the Apple gaming event a few weeks ago, and so I thought it was pretty cool and well done, and it makes sense that this is the Mac game of the year. And lastly, the Apple Arcade game of the year went to Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and honestly, it's a super fun game for anyone. You don't even have to be a Hello Kitty fan, although that certainly helps. Just a cool game to grab a controller, pair it to your TV, and kind of chill out with Hello Kitty. Plus, the team behind the game, they're just all great, so super happy for everyone who won these apps and games of the year. Lastly, Apple selected 5 cultural impact winners, which were selected for the ability to drive positive change through apps and games. And those winners were Poc Poc, Proloquo, Too Good To Go, Unpacking, and Finding Hannah. Again, links are all in the description down below. I highly recommend checking out all of these apps and games if you haven't already done so. And again, a huge congrats to all of the developers. Now, before we end today's video, I'm going to let Dan, wearing a different shirt, tell you more about today's sponsor, Keeper. Keeper is best known for password management as the most secure, certified, tested, and audited password security platform in the world. Keeper's password manager comes in a variety of plans for individuals, families, and businesses. Add-on features are available, including Breach Watch, Keeper's dark web monitoring service, and secure file storage, the easiest way to encrypt and store files that are accessible from any device. Now, if you've never used a password manager before, stop what you're doing, sign up for Keeper ASAP. Gone are the days of forgetting your passwords or trying to remember where you wrote it all down. All you need to do is remember just one master password, and everything else is stored inside of the app, and you can easily fill in those passwords on any website or inside of any application. This will also prevent hackers from stealing your passwords and passkeys. You can easily access your passwords across any device and even different platforms. You can even share passwords with family or friends and then revoke that access at any time. Now, my absolute favorite part of Keeper is not only how easy it is to use and manage all of your passwords, but Breach Watch has saved me time and time again from all of those data leaks. Breach Watch is a powerful tool that monitors the internet and dark web for breached accounts that match the records stored in your Keeper vault. Breach Watch alerts you about compromised credentials so that you can immediately take action and update them before anybody gains any of your sensitive info. For more information, or if you want to download Keeper today and get 40% off personal and family plans with code MacRumors40, visit the link in the description down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.